We have multiple sclerosis. It sounds like the opening line to a very serious, very sad movie, doesn't it? But then, right after that, I'd have to tell you that we also have a truly great love story. I know, it sounds strange. It's like saying you have a pet alligator, but he's really good at doing the dishes. It's unexpected, but it's completely true. Our love story didn't stop when MS showed up. It just got a little more interesting. It's like MS is this uninvited guest who crashed our party. We decided to teach it how to dance. And let me tell you, it's a very clumsy dancer. The first truly good moment after the diagnosis was so small, I almost missed it. For a full 3 seconds. They just stared at me with this look of bewildered panic, like they'd just seen a ghost who owed them money. Then a slow grin spread across their face, and they just said, "Hi, my love." And I didn't get mad. I didn't get scared. I just started laughing. It wasn't a small chuckle. It was one of those deep, can't breathe, tears streaming down your face kind of laughs. That laugh became our first and most important rule. When the world feels heavy, we find a way to make it lighter. So yes, we live with the unpredictable mood swings, the days where getting out of bed feels like climbing Mount Everest, and the endless parade of medical tests that make you feel like a science experiment. But that's not the whole story. We also live with spontaneous kitchen dance parties, inside jokes that nobody else would ever get, and the simple, profound joy of morning coffee together. It's a character in our story. But it doesn't get to be the main character. It's not the hero. We are. Our love is. That's the part of the story we choose to focus on every single day. Our life is a beautiful, chaotic, and often hilarious balancing act. On one side, you have the very real challenges of a chronic illness. On the other, you have two people who are deeply in love and refuse to let the hard stuff win. It's a tug of war where both sides are us. So we decided to stack the deck in our favor. We came up with a few tricks, a few secret weapons to keep our side of the rope anchored firmly in happiness. Here are 7 of what I call our hilariously real ways we keep our love strong. The little rules that save our days and keep us laughing through the chaos. The first and most important rule in our house is to use humor as glue. Honestly, if we couldn't laugh at this stuff, we'd spend our entire lives crying, and I'm just not a fan of puffy eyes. We make fun of the odd symptoms whenever we can. When a leg starts to wobble uncontrollably, we don't panic. We call it our personal dancing partner who just has really bad rhythm. The brain fog isn't a scary cognitive symptom. It's just our brains taking a surprise vacation to Bermuda. Giving these strange occurrences silly names makes the hard things feel a little less powerful and a lot more manageable. It takes the fear out of the equation and replaces it with a giggle. It won't fix a damaged nerve or make the fatigue disappear. I wish I'd be doing stand-up comedy at every neurology conference in the country, but what it does do is help us breathe. It's like a release valve for all the pressure that builds up. There are moments when the frustration is so thick you could cut it with a knife, and a well-timed, ridiculous joke just shatters the tension. It's our way of looking MS right in the face and saying, "You might be here, but you're not going to steal our joy." It's our superpower. I remember one time my partner was trying to tell me something incredibly important about a doctor's appointment, but the cog fog was in full effect. They kept losing their train of thought, starting sentences over and over again. Instead of getting frustrated, I just looked at them and said, "Is this a new avant-garde style of storytelling?" Because I'm intrigued, but also very confused. They burst out laughing and the tension just evaporated. After that, we were able to piece the information together, but the laughter made it feel like a team game instead of a stressful test. This brings me to our second little trick, sharing the small chores. It sounds so simple, ridiculously so, but it's a game changer. We split the tiny, seemingly insignificant tasks. I handle sorting the mail, responding to emails, because it's something I can do from the couch. They are the master of the electric kettle and morning toast. These small chores, when they pile up, can lead to big fights born of exhaustion and feeling unappreciated. So we make it a point to say thank you for every little thing. That tiny act of gratitude feels like a warm hug, a little acknowledgement that says, "I see you and I appreciate what you do for us." We knew early on that communication was going to be tricky, especially when one of us was too tired to form a complete sentence. So, we created a pause signal. It's a secret word. Ours is pineapple. Don't ask why, it just stuck. And when one of us says it, everything stops. It's the ultimate safe word for life. If I'm in the middle of a story and my partner says pineapple, I know they don't have the energy to listen right then. If they're trying to help with dinner and I see them starting to fade, I can say it and they know it's okay to go sit down. No questions asked, no guilt involved. This little signal does more than just save physical energy. It saves us from so many tense conversations. It stops arguments before they even have a chance to start. In the past, I might have felt hurt if my partner seemed to tune out while I was talking. Now, I understand it's not about me, it's about the MS. The signal is a shortcut to empathy. It's a quiet, gentle way of saying, I need a break, and for the other person to respond, I understand completely. It has taught us to be so much more gentle and patient with each other's fluctuating limits. Then there's the art of finding joy in tiny wins. A walk to the mailbox on a day when legs feel like lead. That's a triumph worthy of a gold medal. A good, solid nap that actually feels refreshing. We celebrate that like we've won the lottery. Getting through a grocery store trip without feeling completely drained. That calls for putting our feet up and declaring the rest of the day a national holiday in our living room. It's all about perspective. Cheering for these small steps has had a massive impact on our morale. Each tiny win becomes a building block for hope. It's a daily reminder that even on the hard days, there are still good things happening. We're not just surviving, we're finding moments of success all the time. One day, the win might be getting the lid off a stubborn jar. The next, it might be remembering to take our medications on time without an alarm. We cheer for all of it. This practice keeps our spirits up and reminds us that progress isn't always a giant leap. Sometimes it's just one small, steady step forward. One of the first things MS teaches you is that your meticulously crafted plans are, for the most part, a joke. Rigidity is the enemy. So now, we keep all our plans incredibly flexible. We've become masters of the pivot. A romantic picnic in the park becomes a romantic movie night at home on the couch. A planned long weekend trip transforms into a short scenic drive with a stop for ice cream. We call them choose your own adventure dates. This takes the pressure off and lets us connect, no matter how we're feeling. Flexibility keeps our love life alive without the stress of failure. It used to be canceling cast a gloom over our day. Now we shrug, smile, and say, okay, on to plan B. Sometimes plan B is even better. It's about the why, spending quality time, not the what. Fancy restaurant or pizza on the living room floor. Just as plans are flexible, so is our communication. We share feelings in small, manageable bursts. Long, drawn-out talks are exhausting, so we use emotional shorthand. I'm feeling scared today. I'm just so tired. I love you. Short, honest lines make hard stuff easier. No build-up, no perfect words. Just a quick check-in. This keeps us close and emotionally safe. No feeling is too big or too small to share, but it doesn't have to be dramatic. It's like sending a quick text to each other's hearts. It tells the other person what's inside without demanding a huge response. We can offer support in the moment, a hug, a kind word, a cup of tea, and it keeps communication open, preventing resentment from building up unspoken in the background. Tying into our love for tiny victories, we make a huge deal out of celebrating each other. It's not just about celebrating the MS-related wins, it's about celebrating the person. We mark small accomplishments with a little bit of fanfare. Did my partner finish a difficult work project despite feeling foggy? We get a small cake their favorite takeout. Did I manage to do a bit of gardening on a good day? We take a picture, send it to our family. We are constantly telling each other, well done, I'm so proud of you. These little celebrations make our life feel full of warmth and acknowledgement. It's so easy to get caught up in what we can't do that we forget to notice all the amazing things we are doing every single day. So we make a point of noticing. We are each other's biggest cheerleaders. This isn't just about morale. It's about reinforcing our identities beyond the illness. My partner isn't just a person with MS. They're an amazing professional, a loving partner, someone who deserves to be celebrated for all their efforts. This practice makes our home feel like a sanctuary of support. Of course, we can't do it all alone. And that leads to a really important point. We ask for help. This was a hard one to learn. We're both pretty independent people, and the idea of asking for help felt like admitting defeat at first. But we soon realized it's actually the opposite. Asking for help is a strategic move. It's a sign of strength. We hire a cleaner when we can afford it, and it's the best money we've ever spent. We let our friends bring us food sometimes. We've learned to say yes when someone offers to run an errand. Asking for help doesn't just make our lives physically easier, it's incredibly freeing. It creates more room in our lives for the good days. It frees up the limited energy we have for things that really matter, like spending time together, laughing, just resting. It takes a village to manage a chronic illness, and letting our village in has been one of the best decisions we've ever made. It's not about being a burden. It's about letting people show their love for you in a practical way. And that, in turn, gives us more space to focus on our love for each other. The biggest and best part of our story is the foundation it's all built on: trust. We trust each other to do our best on any given day, whatever that best may look like. We say sorry quickly. We forgive even faster. We've made a pact. No blaming MS for everything. Sometimes I'm just grumpy because I haven't had my coffee. It has nothing to do with the symptom. We face the hard things as a team always. This trust means we know we're on the same side, even when things get tough, scary, or just plain weird. If any of this sounds familiar, or if you want a little more light in your day, I'd love for you to follow along with us. Click that follow button, or subscribe. Give this a like if it made you smile, or if it gave you an idea. Share a tiny story in the comments below. Tell us one small thing, one tiny win that made your day brighter. We genuinely want to hear it. Every story of hope and humor makes the world feel a little bit kinder. MS changes some days. There's no getting around that. But love, laughter, and a whole lot of pineapple-themed safe words. These small acts of kindness and humor build a happy life right in the middle of the challenges. We keep the humor. We keep the hugs. We keep the hope. Stay with us a little longer. Maybe try one quick win today. Go tell someone you love them in a simple sentence. You'd be surprised how much it can change a day.